Hi, Demetrius again. You sent me a message asking me to answer a few questions that people had about my Tab 360. This is a 2025 model. It's a Boondock edition, and it's the Black Canyon edition. So one of the questions was they wanted to see the refrigerator. So I'll turn this around, hopefully, and be able to see the refrigerator. Okay, so small camper. As best we can get to it. This is a look at the refrigerator. It does have a little freezer at the top. And I think somebody asked about how it was powered. So it can either be solar powered. It's a 12 volt, 24 volt, and it's only 70 watts. So it's not really a big power user, but it can be propane, electric, or solar. So that's the answer for that one. So I'll get it just a little bit closer. You can see it has some drawers at the bottom, some storage in the door, and then this is the little refrigerator. And here's the tag on it. I don't know if you can see that. It kind of tells about that. So that is the little refrigerator. I'm packed up. I've already winterized the camper, so it's kind of a mess, as you can see. But I think somebody else asked about where I put my clothes. Presently, how I use it, because I'm usually solo traveling, is I use this little cabinet here, and I put my clothes in those two little bins, and that's where I'm storing my clothes. You do have these little cubbies here. You could use some packing cubes and use those little cubbies. I use them for something different. You also have over on this side, you have another cubby. I usually put my toiletries in here and my blow dryer and so forth. And I typically have food in this cabinet, but I guess if you're traveling with somebody else, maybe this cabinet could be used for clothing also. There is storage up under this bed. I particularly don't care to pull the bed up to get in my clothing, but you know, if you're maybe on a long trip, you could store extra clothing in that if you'd like. I've had a friend that's traveled with me before, and we made this down into a bed. So she put her a duffel up under the bed here, and that's where she stored her clothing. There is a little cubby back in here is where I put my, oops, let me see if I can get to it. Put my shoes in that little cubby there. But there's lots of different options. There's a little drawer there I use just for my things from a nightstand, but you could put underwear in that if you'd want to. Just however it works for you. I think that's all the questions I thought somebody else asked. So hopefully that answers your questions. If you got anything else, let me know.
Thanks, Debbie, for taking the time to answer those questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you guys on the road.